Liza was a young lady living in a small, quiet town where the sun rose every morning, painting golden streaks across the streets. The houses were colorful, flowers bloomed in every garden, and the sweet melodies of birds filled the air. And although she had friends who laughed and played, she had a special dream in her heart to learn English. It was a language she saw everywhere in books, songs, and videos, yet no one around her spoke English fluently. At first, she felt frustrated. How could she ever practice? How could she speak or understand if there was no one to help her? But Liza was determined. She decided to start small, believing that daily effort, even tiny, would grow like drops, forming a mighty river. So each morning she woke early, brushed her teeth, looked at herself in the mirror, and said aloud simple English sentences like, "Good morning, I am happy. Today is a beautiful day." She repeated them several times with care, imagining that someone, somewhere far away, was listening and cheering her on. Then she recorded herself on her phone, listening to every word, correcting mistakes, and repeating them until her pronunciation became clearer. After that, she picked a small storybook for beginners. She chose stories about children, animals, and adventures. She read every word aloud while pointing to each one with her finger. She acted out each scene, pretending to be a little rabbit hopping through the forest, saying, "I am hopping. I see a carrot. I am happy." Then she would write new words in her notebook titled "My English Adventure," decorating it with small drawings and stickers to make learning memorable. She also went outside to her small garden, describing what she saw in English. She would say sentences like, "The flowers are pink. The sky is blue. The sun is shining brightly. I see a butterfly flying." She practiced speaking slowly and deliberately, noticing how each word strengthened her mind. Liza invented imaginary conversations. She imagined meeting a tourist in her town. "Hello, my name is Liza. Welcome to my town. Do you like flowers?" She imagined the tourist replying, "Yes, they are beautiful." Then she'd practice her response. "I am glad you like them. Would you like to see my garden?" She would act out these dialogues with her stuffed animals, giving each character a name and a voice, creating playful conversations that made learning fun. At night, she picked a simple English song. She listened carefully to the lyrics, repeated lines slowly, sang along, and wrote down new words in her diary. She started noticing sentence patterns, verbs, and expressions like "I am," "I see," and "I like learning grammar naturally." She also wrote short stories about her life or her imagination. She started with simple sentences, then read them aloud, recorded herself, corrected her mistakes, and acted out the stories. Sometimes she imagined herself as a hero traveling the world, meeting talking animals, solving small problems, or discovering treasures. This way, she practiced new words and sentence structures while building her creativity. She described pictures from magazines or online, creating sentences like, "The boy is running," "The dog is barking," "The tree is tall." She created dialogues like, "What is your name?" and "How are you?" practicing polite expressions. Gradually, her mind began thinking in English, not just translating from her native language. She used her imagination to practice conversations in restaurants, at the market, or on the bus, saying things aloud like, "Excuse me, where is the bus stop?" or "I would like an ice cream, please." She practiced possible answers, acting as both people in the conversation. Liza also integrated English into her everyday life. When cooking, she'd say, "I cut the tomato, I mix the salad, I am hungry." When cleaning, "I sweep the floor. The room is clean." While walking, "The cat is sleeping. The bird is singing." Every week, she created mini tests for herself, writing 5 sentences about her week, reading them aloud, and noticing her progress. She explored short videos with English subtitles, repeating phrases and imitating gestures. She paid attention to pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. She kept a notebook of questions like, "Why do we say 'I am happy' and not 'I is happy'?" and then researched the answers, turning mistakes into lessons. As her vocabulary expanded, she began making skits, acting out dialogues, and creating new story endings. She imagined traveling to English-speaking countries, buying ice cream, asking for directions, and talking to shopkeepers. Every solo practice session strengthened her confidence. She discovered the power of imagination, turning her bedroom and garden into an English world where she could practice freely. Eventually, she began making longer sentences, connecting ideas with words like because, and but. For example, "I am happy because I see the sun. I want to play outside, but it is raining." She created weekly story projects, writing chapters each day, reading them aloud, and even teaching her stuffed animals. She'd ask them, "What is this? How do you say hello?" and then answer herself. She noticed that combining reading, writing, listening, speaking, and imagination was more effective than any single method. She set small daily goals and celebrated her achievements with stickers or dances. Her confidence soared when she finally tried speaking with safe online partners. She realized her months of solo practice had prepared her well. She could ask questions and respond naturally without fear. She practiced describing her emotions. "I am sad because I lost my pen. I am excited because I found a new book." This small daily practice improved her vocabulary and her ability to express feelings clearly. She even started acting as a teacher for herself, explaining grammar to her stuffed animals, asking questions, and laughing at her own silly voices. This made learning playful and effective. Through these consistent habits, her fluency increased and her pronunciation improved. She could write longer sentences, tell small stories, and imagine dialogues with native speakers. She realized that learning English alone was not lonely because her imagination, her creativity, and her daily routine created a world full of practice. She discovered that mistakes were friends, repetition was her best teacher, and daily consistency built mastery. And so, after months of dedication, Liza's journey teaches every young learner an invaluable lesson. Learning English is not about having someone beside you. It is about creating your own world of practice. Through her experience, we can see the key strategies are simple but powerful. First, speak aloud every day, even if no one is listening. Repetition trains your brain and improves pronunciation. Second, read stories out loud, act out scenes, and create mini adventures to make learning fun. Third, write your own sentences and short stories. Then read them aloud and record them to reinforce learning. Fourth, use your imagination to simulate conversations, practicing greetings, questions, and real-life scenarios. Mental practice prepares you for real conversations. Fifth, integrate English into your everyday life. Describe your actions, feelings, and surroundings, turning daily routines into opportunities to speak and think in English. Sixth, celebrate small achievements to strengthen your motivation. Seventh, treat mistakes as friends. Notice them, correct them, and learn from them. Eighth, review past stories and words regularly to track your progress. Ninth, combine listening, reading, speaking, writing, and imagination to make your learning engaging. And 10th, maintain patience and consistency, remembering that progress builds gradually. Above all, believe in yourself. Liza's story shows that even when learning alone, you are never truly alone. Your voice, your thoughts, and your imagination become your teachers. By following her example, speaking aloud, recording yourself, reading stories, writing, imagining conversations, singing songs, and acting out dialogues, any young learner can transform solitude into opportunity. Learning English is not a race or a test, but a magical journey of self-expression and discovery. The power to succeed lies in your own dedication and imagination. As Liza continues her journey, her story reminds us that the path to English mastery, even when walked alone, is full of joy and endless possibilities. By following her steps, you too can build confidence, fluency, and a love for English that will last a lifetime. With patience and persistence, you can create a world where English is alive and exciting. Your adventure is just beginning, full of stories yet to be written and dreams yet to be realized. Thank you for watching.